Good evening, everyone. All Today, I'm going to do the life and work of Marie Curie. It is Cambridge Book 9, Test 4, Passage 1. This is one of the passage where we have different paragraphs which we'll be reading first. See, there are different paragraphs, and then we will be solving the answers. As we start for question number 1 to 6, it is true false not given. True false not given, it means if this particular statement is mentioned in the paragraph, then this is true. If it is not mentioned, it is contradicted and it will false, and not given if this particular question is not mentioned in the paragraph, then it is not given. There are 1 to 6 questions. Next, we have fill in the blanks, where we should write the answer in one word, not more than one word, and answer 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Marie Curie research on radioactivity. So the total time it takes to complete this passage is 20 minutes. So we will start reading the passage first and then we will go ahead. Okay. So first of all, I am going to read the passage. I am going to give the clue for the passage. The passage that we have, the life and work of Marie Curie. Okay. So as we can read it, Marie Curie is probably the most famous woman scientist who has ever lived. Okay, and here is the name of the place where he lived. This is the year. The thing is that when you read the passage, you should underline these dates, the name of the places. You should also, if there is different name of the people, you should underline like this date. There can be a question for this. Okay, and after reading the passage, we will solve the questions. So the total time it takes for this particular passage is 20 minutes. Let's read the question first. The question is, Marie Curie's husband was a joint winner to both Marie's Nobel Prize. Okay, so it means that she was the joint winner with her husband. That is the first question. Second question, Marie became interested in science when she was a child. When she was a child, then she became interested in science. If it is mentioned, true. If it is not mentioned, false. And if complete statement is not mentioned, not given. Then we have Marie was able to attend the Sorbonne because of her sister's financial contribution. It means that Marie's sister contributed money where she can get education in Sorbonne. Next we have Marie stopped doing research for several years. Marie stopped for several years when her children was born. When his children were born. It means when she gave birth to the babies, then she stopped her research. Okay, Marie took over the teaching position her husband had held. It is that his husband position, whatever the position he was working, teaching position was taken by Marie. Then Marie's sister Bronia studied the medical usage of radioactivity. It means Marie's sister also started studying about the radioactivity. This is true, false, not given. Then we have questions. Fill in the blanks. Marie Curie research on radioactivity. The first question is, when uranium was discovered to be radioactive, Marie Curie focused that the element called dash. There was an element which is mentioned in the paragraph. Name is mentioned. I need to mention here as we need to go for one word. Had the same property. Okay, it means there will be two different components having the same property which Marie Curie has discovered. Okay, discovered radioactivity Marie Curie. So the name will come here. Then we have Marie and Penny Curie research into the radioactivity of the mineral known as, what was the name of the mineral that will be here, led to the discovery of two new elements were discovered in which the name is mentioned, which we need to get information. See, there is a year mentioned here. As I told you earlier, when you read the passage, you should highlight the years, name of the people. So 1911, where it is mentioned, will go there. Marie Curie received recognition for her work on the element name. It means she was been awarded in 1911 for an element. The name of the element will be coming here. Next we have Marie and Erie Curie developed X radioactivity, which was used as a medical technique for dash. So here a technique is used for curing. There must be some technique name that will come for radio technique. Marie Curie saw the importance of collecting radioactive material both for research and for the case of dash. There will be, you need to look for of causes of. So where it is mentioned causes of, there will be the answer. And out of 10 times, 9 times we get an answer if of is mentioned. Near to that, the answer is mentioned. The radioactive material stocked in Paris contributed to the discovery in the 1930s of the dash. Okay, and of what was known as the artificial radioactivity. So in 1930, where is 1930? We will get the, it is 1930s. It will start from 1930 till 1939. Answer will be within that. During her research, Marie Curie was exposed to radiation, and as a result, she suffered means at the passage, and I have the answers which I am going to discuss with you. See, this is the reading that we have read earlier. First of all, as the question is, see, the question is, Marie Curie husband was joint winner of both Marie Nobel Prize. Okay, so answer is false. Here it is mentioned Marie Curie husband was a joint winner of both Marie Nobel Prize. False. Okay, let's see the position. When we go to the first paragraph, here it is mentioned as, see, here she was awarded 1903 Nobel Prize for Physics and was then sole winner of 1911 Nobel Prize for Chemistry. She was the first woman who won the Nobel Prize. So sole winner, it is not joint winner. So the answer will be false. So she has got two different awards, one in 1903 with her husband and 1911 after 8 years, that was sole winner. So she got two different Nobel Prizes, one with the husband and one with the one she was alone. But here it is mentioned Marie Curie husband was a joint winner for both Marie Curie Nobel. It is not for both Nobel Prize, it is only for one Nobel Prize. For another Nobel Prize they were joint winner, but for different one it was, she was single. So it is false. Marie became interested in science when she was a child. This particular line is not mentioned in the paragraph anywhere, so this answer is not given. Mary was able to attend the Sorbonne because of her sister's financial contribution. It means her sister helped her for the education in Sorbonne and she attended the Sorbonne. Okay, so this answer is true. Where this answer is mentioned, let's see the paragraph. See, as we go here, our answer will be here. See, it is written here. In 1891, the promise was fulfilled and Mary went to Paris and began to study in Sorbonne. So it means who helped her? If we read from here, we will get the answer. See from here. From the earnings. Whose earnings? Let's come here. Let's see. Because her father lost his savings through though bad investment, she then had to take work as a teacher. She started working as a teacher. For her earnings, she was able to finance her sister Bronia medical studies. It means, first of all, Mary helped her sister for her studies in Paris on the understanding that Bronia would in return later help her to get education. It means, first of all, Mary gave help to Bronia for her medical studies, but in return she will help her for the education in later. So here in 1891, the promise was fulfilled and the Mary went to Paris and began to study at Sorbonne. So the answer is true, that with the help of her sister, she started studying in Paris. So the promise was fulfilled. So let's go to the question.